What's up, y'all? We are just gonna give me a few seconds waiting for a draft to start. I'm gonna do a live draft. Brand new episode. I'm doing something new. See how it goes. But we're doing this live draft. You guys enjoy it, just let me know. But we're gonna talk about the draft here. I'm gonna do a quick little first round mock draft in 12 team league. Right now, the draft is started. Return the draft to waiting room. We're gonna pull it up right now. So other than that, it's been a little bit since I recorded last, and entering the draft right now. So obviously we got Justin Jefferson, Austin Eckler, Cooper Kupp, Jamar Chase, Christian McCaffrey, Saquon Barkley, Travis Kelsey, Tyreek Hill, Jonathan Taylor, Derrick Henry as the top 10 in the in this draft. Um, and we'll also talk about right now I have pick number 10. So with pick number 10, if you're doing fantasy football this year, I would this is off a 10 pick. I don't know why there's people put that down. All right, I'm on the clock right now. Oh, in about four more picks, I'll be picking my first player. So far, Jamar Chase, Barkley, Derrick Henry still up there. A lot of so first available at pick number 10 on this one is Derrick Henry, which isn't bad. Josh Jacobs, Devontae Adams, Stephon Diggs, CeeDee Lamb. Obviously, you want to go with a running back in the beginning, um, possibly quarterback. I'm gonna go with Derrick Henry. Now, Derrick Henry, you might want to get another solid running back right after that, just because with Derrick Henry, he's been having issues staying healthy. So I would pick Nick Chubb is available and pick him up. I'm making this quick. We're already 2 rounds into this, and I believe it's gonna go to it's a 16 round draft. Not bad. Probably gonna try to pick up Josh Allen next. This is my third pick that's coming up. This is just something I'm doing for fun, guys, just to talk about stuff. Nothing crazy going on. If you guys can hear me or not, just let me know. But last time we talked, it was mainly baseball and stuff. Not a whole lot going on there. Baseball's been going pretty smooth. I know it took a little bit for some players to get used to the pitch clock and stuff like that. Let's see. Am I up yet? You're on the clock in 6 picks. I'm pick 34 now. Patrick Mahomes is still. Oh no, he's off the board. Probably gonna go Joe Burrow is probably the next best pick on here for quarterbacks. I'm 2 running backs in. I still need a quarterback, two wide receivers, tight end, a flex, a defense kicker, and then fill in the bench after that. I think Joe Burrow just might have to go Joe Burrow on this one. I already got 2 running backs. Got my quarterback. This is very similar to what I had last year on my fantasy team, and I did pretty solid. Joined the league really last second, like day before. It's kind of rough getting fantasy going last year. Might join a random league this year just to be entertaining with it and run a bunch of mock drafts maybe before the fantasy season starts. I'm on the clock again with pick 39. I got 5 seconds, so I'm gonna have to go with Mark Andrews. Mark Andrews is pretty reliable. Unfortunately, he might not be a good pick come the coming with the news of possibly Lamar Jackson leaving. That'll be also something that we're waiting in the NFL as well. While we're waiting for my next pick, Aaron Rodgers finally is on the Jets. That's just something exciting. People have been waiting for that to happen all offseason, and it finally happened. And you know, sorry, you guys, this is my first time going live. I'm like reading all the little things on here. Okay. Yeah. I'm gonna share this probably a little bit, but I feel like this is my way of probably going live moving forward, just because it's, I don't know, easier this way, and it uploads the video. I mean, I'm already talking, and it's going. I'm recording the audio version right now. This is the video version. This is, I would say, easier. And it goes straight up, so I won't have any problems. You know what I mean? But camera's having some trouble focusing. Lighting is kind of rough in here. I don't have my ring light with me, so it's a little. And, all right, we are up in this. We have a lot of. Let's see. We've gotten our 2 running backs and our starting tight end. Still need my 2 receivers, and yeah, I don't know. We'll have to see. I think I'm gonna go Mike Evans on this, even though he doesn't really have that great of a quarterback at the moment. Ah, man. Pick 63. We're 6 rounds into this. Let's see. Might have to see. There's not very good options here. Probably gonna go Brandon Ayuk as my second receiver. All right. So we filled in receivers. It's all right. Not probably the best. Not the picks that I would go for right off rip. My flex player. I'm gonna take a look at um who's available right now at running back. My next pick isn't until round 7. We're on round 6 right now. End of round 7. Running back. There's not a whole lot going on there. Ezekiel Elliott is still a free agent. I'd probably queue him up. Um, that or Leonard Fournette still a free agent as well. We don't, and Kareem Hunt. Man, there's some good running backs out there that haven't really made their way through. I'm also going to queue up Clyde Edwards-Helaire. Trying to think of a couple flex guys. Oh, Isaiah Pacheco is out there. Oh no, he just came off the board, I think. Yeah, he did. He came right off the board. Let's see. This draft's getting a little rough. I'm probably gonna go Christian Kirk. Those are my next 3 that I'm shooting for. No one's picking up Elliott, so I'm either gonna go with Elliott, Edwards, or Kirk. I'm kind of leaning towards. Um, I'm gonna lean towards Kirk on this one, just because he does get a lot of action. He does do pretty well with the team that he's on. So that's who I'm gonna go with on this pick. All right, we are 7 rounds into a 16-round draft. And we are we are doing a-okay. Team is not really. I mean, beside, I'm fine with the quarterback. I'm fine with the two running backs. Receivers are kind of iffy on. We're gonna go. Probably just gonna get Edwards Hilaire, even though he's not probably gonna get a whole lot of action just because of Isaiah Pacheco being there now. Odell Beckham, Gabe Davis is pretty good as well. I'm gonna queue those two up. Rashad Penny is all right. Jeff Wilson's a good bench guy to have. Probably Michael Thomas hasn't been the same in a couple years. AJ Dillon's on the board still. Jamal Williams is a sleeper. Might queue him up for my next pick. So I still need a defense and a kicker. We're probably gonna go kicker last. I got a replacement running back right now on the bench. Pretty much have my starting lineup. I'm gonna save the defense and the kicker for like my last two picks. If y'all have anything to say, I'm gonna go in here real quick. All right. Oh, look at that. All right. Got it. All right, my pick is up right now. Let's see. You know what? I'll go with Elliott. It's not a bad pick. All right, so I got two extra running backs. Should probably get two more receivers. I should probably get some receivers in there. We can switch this over. Alan Lazard, Juju Smith. I think I'm gonna go with him. That's a solid pick. He's on New England now. Got his ring from KC. I'm gonna go with Juju Smith. Probably gonna queue up a couple defenses just to see what we can pick from. So right now it's you got the Steelers, Saints, Packers, Cowboys, Bengals, Broncos, Patriots, Eagles. Probably gonna queue up the Eagles defense. Um, that's probably like my best option. If it goes away, I'm probably gonna go with Cowboys after that, and then probably Bengals. If all three of those go away, which they might, since we're pretty deep into the draft. This is something I picked to do today, guys, to kind of just kill time, stuff like that. Let's share this real quick. Copy. Yeah. All right. We're gonna go. You know what? I'm gonna steal this. I just went with disable. All right, so I picked the Eagles defense. I'm back on the clock. I'm gonna go with kind of getting probably let's see, Dawson Knox, Tyler Higbee are available still at tight end. I think I'm gonna go with Tyler Higbee on this, just to have a backup tight end for the bench. Need to get another quarterback in there. I'm gonna queue up. There's some good quarterbacks available right now. Like Jared Goff, Matthew Stafford, Kenny Pickett, Derek Carr, Ryan Tannehill. Might not be playing. Jimmy G is out there. He's not big on fantasy though. All right, so I'm on the clock right now. I got about 25 seconds. Um, Probably gonna go with Matthew Stafford as my second quarterback. So I think I got a backup for the most part. I probably should do another receiver. We got Allen Robinson, Hunter. You know what? I'm going Hunter Renfro. That's like a no questions asked type of pick right there. So I got bench and kicker. Let me queue up my kicker. Zane Gonzalez is the kicker as of right now for San Francisco. Young Ho Koo. I spelled that wrong, my bad. Or said that wrong, my bad. But yeah. Young Ho Koo is available. I'm probably gonna queue him up as my kicker. If he'll even stay available. And then I got one more. I have one tight end, two running backs on the bench, Juju on the bench, Stafford on the bench, Renfro on the bench. I need a kicker. All right, so Zane Gonzalez just came off the board. Oh, just lost my kicker. All right. Tyler Bass isn't a bad kicker. Nick Folk, probably not a bad pick. Let's see. Robbie Gold is still a free agent. You know what? You know what? I'll pick up Robbie Gold. He's just not on a team at the moment. He's gonna end up on a team. He's a good kicker. And then I got one more bench player to fill in. I should probably see what running back is available. You know what? This is kind of hard. Never hurts to have extra running backs, though. So you know what? I'm gonna go Kareem Hunt for running back, and then that is my draft. I will go ahead and give y'all the rundown real quick of this draft. It's pretty much done. Easy, quick. Only took me about. It only took me about, yeah, like almost just about 20 minutes. And so we're just gonna go down this list. We got Derrick Henry, Nick Chubb, Joe Burrows, my third pick, Mark Andrews, my fourth, Mike Evans, my fifth, Brandon Ayuk, Christian Kirk, Clyde Edwards-Helaire, Ezekiel Elliott, Juju Smith-Schuster, Eagles defense, which is pretty solid. Tyler Higbee, surprised the Eagles defense didn't fall off sooner. Matthew Stafford, Hunter Renfro, and Robbie Gold. And Kareem Hunt as my last pick. If y'all thought that was a solid draft, you go ahead and let me know. But anyways, we're going to move on to something else now. Shared the link to the Facebook for the live that I'm on right now. If you guys want to join. Obviously, this will be up later on for you guys to watch. And if you want to join in, tap in, just let me know. So, next thing we're going to talk about here, Jalen Hurts signed his contract, and I have a few things to say about that. He signed that contract. He's the highest paid player in the league now, right? But you know what? His whole contract wasn't guaranteed, and that is all that Lamar Jackson is fixated on. And I just really don't think that it's gonna. I don't think it's gonna work out that well for him trying to figure out whether or not he wants a fully guaranteed contract or not, because I don't think it's gonna work. We're gonna look at the upcoming draft as well right now. We're gonna look at some prospect. Let's see. See if I can find one. Give me a second. Trying to see what this is all about. So everywhere I look, right, Bryce Young going number one. It's more than likely what's going to happen because it's just looking that way. Only downside for Bryce Young is he's 5'10" and he's pretty small, but he's luckily in his favor is he's coming from a successful run from Alabama. He's on the small end of, but there's a lot of small quarterbacks. 5'10" is not terrible, but gonna be a little rough for him in the NFL, I think. Bijan Robinson from Texas is projected number 2 on this. Whose mock was this? I'm trying to see it. Todd McShay. All right. Top 350 prospects. That's not bad. He gave us a big list. Bryce Young probably going number 1. Bijan Robinson going number 2. I don't think it's going to happen. Will Anderson will probably go 2 out of Alabama. It seems to be a very common course of action with outside linebackers in the past few years is they'll probably go in the first top 5 picks. Tyree Wilson at 4. CJ Stroud, I think, is going to go either at 2 or 3, not at 5. Jalen Carter, Devin Witherspoon, Christian Gonzalez. I wanted to find one that said what teams they would go to. I'm trying to see who has the picks draft. Draft cast. Okay. So top 2 picks is Carolina and Houston. They have pick number 2. Let's see. They said their needs are QB, wide receiver, defensive end, inside linebacker, and offensive line. Yeah, I would say that. Yeah, they need just about everything. Same thing with Houston. Houston looks like they're going QB first, and so is Carolina. So I would say CJ Stroud is probably going to come off the board, and so is Bryce Young, probably top 2 picks. Those would probably be the top 2 to come off the board. I don't see Houston. Needs a playmaking quarterback, and I think Houston would be better off picking CJ as their starter. There we go. Projections. Bryce Young is projected to go 1. CJ Stroud, Anthony Richardson, Will Levis. These guys are top 3 to come off the board. It's going to be Bryce Young, CJ, Will Levis, maybe. Hendon Hooker is a sleeper. People should keep their eyes peeled for that. He's going to drop really deep into the draft because of his injury, but to me, he was really good. So I'd keep eyes peeled for Hendon Hooker, in my personal opinion. Other than that, I think we're going to move on to NBA playoffs. If you guys are ready, I'm ready. And so playoffs have been rolling along, right? We're going to pull it up right now. And let's see, NBA playoffs. So today I got my Warriors gear on. I'm a Warriors fan. Obviously, Warriors are tied 2-2 in their series. If I could just find the damn games. There we go. The Heat are up 3-1 on the Bucks. Bucks are kind of getting flushed out by injuries. And I mean, Giannis being in and out has been rough for them. They're not 100% clearly. They have a 58% chance of winning the series now. The Heat are the favorites. Um, Heat came out strong game one. Bucks came out game two and outscored them. And then game three, Heat came out and shut down the Bucks. That was when Giannis didn't play. Then game four, Giannis was back and Heat still came out. And then, not to mention, Jimmy Butler put up a historic game, 56 points. I think, I honestly think just off the way this series is going, because I thought the Bucks were a lot better, but it seems to be the opposite of that. Miami Heat were the 8 seed, and they're dominating. They are dominating. I just feel like they're a different team come playoffs, and it's quite obvious. The Miami Heat are sitting at the top of the helm right now. They're one game from moving on to the second round, and I think the Heat are going to make it all the way to the end. To be honest, to the finals, they beat out the Bucks, and Boston's going to probably be in the semifinal. But Boston is up 3-2. They're one game away from closing out the series. Hawks just came alive in this last game. Kind of brought the series closer to their end a little bit, but not really. It's in Atlanta. That's their one advantage that they have going on. They're playing Thursday in Atlanta. And it's going to be a big deal. Atlanta always holds their own. It's kind of crazy to see them kind of go back and forth with the Celtics like this in the first round. Unfortunate for the Hawks to be playing Boston and or the Bucks, I feel like. But I think Miami slept on in this. Atlanta is very back and forth with their record this year. They went 41-41. They stayed consistent with that, and honestly, they have a chance to slip through the cracks and make it to the second round. And then whoever wins the series plays the 76ers in the second round, and the Sixers swept the Nets in the playoffs, which sucks for the Nets. They didn't really stand a chance. They weren't really scoring a whole lot, and the fact that they made it this far was quite surprising. But this is the downfall of the Nets, and the Sixers look nice. I just don't see them beating Miami or Boston in the next round. It's also because the Sixers just, to me, right, they seem like they're not scoring a whole lot, and they're not scoring a whole lot, and they're playing the Nets, and the Nets aren't even one of the top teams in the playoffs right now. So that's why I'm saying what I'm saying. So, and then next, Cleveland kind of fell asleep in the playoffs. They're not scoring a whole lot. They're staying below 100 a lot. They've only won one game, game two, and that was their highest scoring game. And it's clear as day. But the Knicks aren't scoring a lot either. These are very close games, highly competitive, but the Knicks are hitting those clutch shots, and that's the difference maker in this. And now the Cavs are on brink of elimination for the rest of the series. So, this one's pretty entertaining. It could flip over to be a tie series and go game 7, but I think Knicks are going to come out on top on this and move on. Winner will play the Bucks or Heat in the second round. That'll be entertaining. Denver Nuggets won their series against Timberwolves. I don't think Timberwolves stood a chance in this postseason this year. Denver's number 1 seed. They're really good this year. They're looking solid. And they're going to face the Suns in the second round starting April 29th. And Lakers are, I think they're shocking me a little bit in this series. The Grizzlies are really just not looking that good this year in the postseason. They're not looking like a gelled team. Dylan Brooks is running his mouth too much. And I think the Lakers are going to come out on top in this series. LeBron is just being LeBron and outplaying the other team. And they'll be playing either Kings and Warriors in the next series. And then we're about to talk about the Kings and Warriors series right now. It's tied 2-2. This is probably one of the best playoff series. It sounds very biased, but this is just me saying what I think. Warriors are holding their own. They're high. The two highest scoring offenses in the postseason. Whoever moves on from this series is obviously going to, I think, win the finals. I mean, they're set to repeat. The team is healthy. They have all the players they need. They're missing a couple pieces. But I think the Warriors are going to come out on top just off the fact that I think they figured out they got the Kings figured out. And they're very similar offenses, and I think the Warriors have better experience with the operation of the offense. Obviously, Mike Brown came from the Warriors and plenty of other teams from the past that have won championships and stuff. But I think he's the mastermind behind the offense that they run now. But I think the Warriors have the best foundation for it, the best players for it. The Kings are still learning it. They do have Sabonis, the guy that grabbed Draymond Green's ankle. Draymond Green reacted to it, stomped on him, got suspended. Everyone reacted to that as if Draymond Green shouldn't have been suspended. I agree with that. It is the playoffs. Should he get a fine for his actions? Yes. But the suspension might have lit a fire, I think, possibly, for the Warriors. But I think the other guys should have been suspended for what he did too. If we're going to suspend one guy, they have to suspend the other. They were talking about this all week. I think that as well. And nothing was said or done about the situation, and I think it was wrong. And Clippers just lost their playoff series to the Suns. Suns kind of just dominated them the whole way through. Clippers started out strong, but injuries took over. They were without PG. They didn't have Kawhi. Got injured. Came down just like an hour ago. Torn meniscus, so he's not going to be able to play either. And that is that for NBA playoffs. You guys let me know what your predictions will be on who will make it to the next round, and we shall talk about it. Other than that, there is not a whole lot to talk about. Y'all let me know who you think is going to get picked in the first round, first two picks. That's really all I focused on because you could go on for days and days and days about who's going to go where. This is out a little late, been busy with other stuff, and hope you guys enjoyed this. Until next time, everybody.